Alright guys, I'm Joey. This is my dad Matt. We'll be working with you guys today. Splitting you into two groups, and you guys get a chance to work with both of us.
So old school, new school.
Yeah, yeah. Yup. So be good. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm gonna start off with talking over a little bit of what we're gonna be working on today. I don't expect you to remember every little thing, but it's nice for some of you parents that you can hear it here, and then so when you guys come to the track, you can maybe pick out these things. So if parents tell you something, you can remember to listen to because they heard it from me here. So
Yeah, and I know kids always listen to their dad.
yeah, for sure. See, I'll start off explaining a little stuff we're working on, and then we're also going to look over your bikes a little bit and might make a couple little changes, which is going to help you do the proper technique on the track. So give it a shot for today. It might be weird at first if you're not used to it, but trust me, we're doing it for a reason. So give it a chance. We'll also check your sag if you would like us to. So my dad owns MCR, so he does suspension. It doesn't matter if you have different stuff, we'll still check your suspension. All right, we'll start off down here. Our foot placement, you're gonna hear a lot of it today. Riding the balls of your feet, it's the fat part of your feet up here. That helps free your legs up a little bit and makes working with the bumps a lot better. It's like if you're jumping out of a bed of a truck, you're not gonna land flat-footed or land on your heels, right? That's gonna hurt. So same thing on a dirt bike. So you have to do a lot of moving around, right? When you're braking, and then you always want to go back to the ball of your foot, or when you're shifting, you're going back, kind of shifting your feet around. That's gonna be really key. And having proper foot position will help you have your knees in the right spot, so you have your feet back, which you want your knees back. There's never a scenario when you're standing up that you want your knees over your toes. You want to always keep your knees behind your toes. Especially like when we're braking, it's a common thing I see when people brake, they let their lower body go forward, which is what you don't want to do, because when you're braking using your front and back brake together, your weight's already going forward. So you want to counter that by keeping your knees back and your butt back as best you can to help keep your bike more balanced, keeps a little more traction in the rear tire, so on and so forth. It also will help you jump a little more naturally. If you guys find yourself jumping a little bit higher, front and high, that's can usually be from your feet are a little bit further forward, so your knees are further forward, which throws your upper body back, so you stand kind of straight up and down, so it makes you jump front and high. Where you want your butt back and bend at your waist, and you have your upper body, your head hanging over the bars a little bit, and that'll help you jump more naturally. So we'll be working that today. Also, another thing we'll be talking a lot about, front brakes. It's very important. Out here is a little bit tricky with the sand, but still very, very important. Especially when you get to like rut tracks and like Redbud or Martin MX. A lot of those corners, myself and a lot of the faster guys were actually on the front brake and the throttle at the same time, probably halfway through the turn. That helps keep your front tire in the rut. Also can help you control your speed a little bit. So if you get going too fast, you can pull your front brake in. You don't have to panic and reach for the rear brake or stand up and fall over in the corner. So front brakes can be really key. Now for our corners, which we'll work a lot of that today. Corners are definitely probably the most important thing on the track, is where you're sitting on the seat, which out here being sand, you're going to tend to sit a little further back on your seat, keep a little bit more weight off your front tire, which is a little bit different than like rock corners, where you're going to want to sit a little further up, have a little more weight on your front tire, help the bike steer a little bit better. So talking about seat placement, also head placement as well when you're going through corners here. Same thing as you're sitting further back, usually you're leaning a little bit further back through these sand berms. You want to keep a little weight off your front tire and not buried in the sand. But then when you get to rut turns, you want to stay more over the front of the bike. That really helps your balance in the turns as well. You're less apt to stand the bike up. Also, when you're getting on the gas hard off a turn, helps keep a little bit of strain off your arms. All right. Another thing with the strain off your arms thing, which some vet riders I'm sure know about arm pump. You little guys probably never heard of it, which is good. But focusing on your footwork coming off turns and pushing off your toes, being on the balls of your feet, and engaging your core, that helps take a little bit of strain off your arms. You're not pulling yourself up so much, and trust me, it helps a lot with arm pump and fatigue throughout motos. So foot placement is key, like I said. Also, another thing we'll be talking about is head placement in our corners. When we're laying our bike over in a rut, so if we're going around a right turn, we'll be talking about counter steering with our head. So as the bike leans to the right, our head's going to go to the left. That keeps your eyes more level with the ground. It really raises your comfort level for laying the bike over. Also, it will help your balance through the corner. Okay, so that's really important in getting that down. And sometimes it's a little bit tricky to grasp, but with tilt with your head, that doesn't mean you shift with your body as well. You really want to keep your body square over your motorcycle as you lean it over, and just tilt with your head. Unless if we're doing hard packed flat corners, then that's a little bit different. You're going to sit on the edge of your seat and be a little more on top of your motorcycle and not leaning over with it. So which you might have a turn or two to work out here today like that, but that's kind of a lot of that. And I know you won't remember everything when you get out here. You might already be doing some of the stuff I just talked about, but we'll explain it when we're working sections, try to break it down for each individual of you guys, and be a little easier to grasp. Anything technique wise I missed?
No, it's pretty much what he's talking about, but your foundation, your footwork, and your head, guys, you always lead with your head. It's like the brains of the operation, right? So it's always first, whether you're coming out of a jump, you're coming out of a corner, always first. You can do whatever else with your body, but your head's got to lead that.